Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Trade Ideas Live Trading Room Recap for Friday, May the 5th. Happy Cinco de Mayo to anybody who celebrates that. And my name is Barry Anderson. I'm the moderator of your trading room. This is the address to get into the room. And the room is open between 9 a.m. and up to 4 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. I share my screen all day long, and I'm live on the mic. And you do not have to be a member of Trade Ideas. You can come in as a guest, no strings attached, no credit card, no nothing. We just want to show you how we use Trade Ideas. All right, well, unfortunately, I have to show you this one. I say unfortunately because I basically outsmarted myself. I like this one. Let me just show you on a daily chart why I kind of like this one. Oops. And see how this has this big void. And yesterday, actually, I think this might have been. I can't remember. There was one day that Holly was into this one. It was either this day or this day. No, it wasn't yesterday, but definitely caught my attention yesterday. And so, just before the market closed, I got into the trade right around here. And I woke up and I was actually hoping to see a bigger bounce, more volume and all. And so I exited the trade at 310. So I made about 12 cents, 12, 13 cents. And problem is I probably had too many shares, which is going to sound strange because then look what happened. And I was just a little worried that it was going to collapse back down through three. I didn't want to start the day out like that. Really stupid, to be honest. But I felt good, I made some money. I had a few shares, made 13 cents a share. But, look what it did, and it kind of broke my heart. Now it's coming all the way back, but anyway, that's how I started my day. So, on a positive, but not as positive as it could have been for sure. Now, let's take a look at some of the things that I did do. I found it kind of a choppy day. Holly had a choppy day. Had some good calls, but certainly a little bit difficult to keep in. HCLP, the alert was at $13. This is one of those nickel spreaders. In other words, the bid and the ask. The spread is a nickel, part of this pilot program that's going on. Anyway, got into the trade at 13.15. Mark right here, 13.15. I sold some at 13.30, and then on the way back down, I basically got out flat, and then it popped up again. But this is very, very choppy, pretty tough to trade. The same thing with Eames. Eames was another Holly trade. Down here, Holly alert at 11.21. It's really good if you can hold on. But look how whippy it was. Excuse me. By the time I finally saw it settling down a little bit, I got in at 11.49, so up around here. It did pop up, looked like it was going to run, and then it came back down, and I got out. And it kept going down and down, and then it popped up. But look at this. It's very, very whippy. Hard to time it exactly, so I can't be too upset. Same thing with TTI. TTI was a Holly alert also. I actually said on this one that there was probably no way that I'd be holding this for more than maybe 5 or 6 cents. If you look at a daily chart, you'll see that there is some. Well, actually, it's hard to see. If I go to a 15-minute, it's probably a little easier to see what I was looking at. Yeah, from yesterday, you see this area here. So I looked at this and I thought, well, you know what? I'm just going to give it a shot. The spread was great. It was only a penny. So I got in at 313. And it popped up a little bit, and I basically sold it there. So, and then it came right back down. So, no big deal there. Now, CNAT worked okay, but again, look how whippy these are. And to really see CNAT, you have to take a look at the daily chart. And you see what it did yesterday. I think it had earnings yesterday, or actually, it looks like it's yeah, I'm sorry, yesterday after hours. And I'm not sure that's right. I think earnings were actually during the day, or there was some news. I can't remember. There's other news we have here that it was earnings after hours. Let me just see something. I'll take a look at a 15-minute, See if there was any after hours activity. Yeah, okay. I guess maybe they had, yeah, I guess they did have earnings after hours. However, they did have news during the day. Here's the pre-market yesterday. Look how exciting that looked. 817 all the way up to 1009, but it basically just gave it up the whole day. I guess this is the earnings pop. Holly alerted that trade at 806 right here on this candle. But again, look how whippy it was. Go to a 5 minute. I mean, just look how whippy this is. Very, very difficult to kind of keep in anything like this. I did end up taking the trade at, I think it was 816, and I sold some at 822 up here, and then I basically got out flat. It was just whipping around way too much for me. So I just said, you know what, I just don't need the aggravation. What else was there? Oh, I'm still in SRC. SRC is also still a Holly trade. Hasn't done really too much. I mean, if I'd got in at the actual alert, which was 688, it's a great percentage move, for it. Um, but I tend to like to see these things break the whole number, and look what it was doing right around 7 for the longest time. I ended up taking the trade at 707, right about here. There you go. Took the trade at 707. Got some out. I think it was at 715, and I'm still holding on to the rest, and just to see what might happen. This was an earnings play yesterday, also. I think it was announced pre-market yesterday, and see what happened. So this is what we're kind of looking at. So here was the big down on earnings, the big collapse on earnings, and now maybe trying, this is what we're looking at, maybe trying to recover some of that. So anyway, see what happens. And SNCR, I tried a couple of times to scalp this one to no avail. And SYNT. Now, actually, you should take a look at SNCR. Get to the 5 minute. Look at this pre-market action. Evidently, a fund took, let's see, invested about a little over $20 million in it at 13% stake at 15.90. So they bought, I guess, on the open market. I don't know how they got it, but anyway, they got shares at 15.90 an average, and they put about $20 million into it as for a 13% stake in the company. This one has been, of course, really, really horribly beaten down. This was all the pre-market action. The market opens, it spikes all the way up to here, but it's basically come all the way down. Tried to play it a couple of times in here. Now have an alert at the high here. I guess if it breaks 18 later on, it could induce me to get in. And that is it, except for this is a potential swing trade for me, SYNT. I had this alert set from yesterday. Take a look at the daily chart. You'll see why, hopefully. Look left. Look at the incredibly great looking void. We saw this little break yesterday. I set an alert for it just over. I have it at. Is that right? Just a second here. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I was looking at SNCR at 17 something, and I'm thinking, why is this at 18? Okay, so yeah, I'm in this one at 1842. I think that's my, yeah, I'm in at 1842 right there. And this is a potential swing for me, all right? Especially if it holds. You can see what I'm looking at here, that this potential void action. And so it's not a bio, it's not an oil play. So, it may not be as whippy as some of the other ones that are in that sector. So it's had a nice little bottoming tail today on that. And why am I so late on this? For some reason, I feel like I'm missing the boat on this. Just 1 second. Okay, I see why. I was actually waiting to see if it could take out that high right there. Okay, that's 1830. So yeah, I had actually an alert set for 18, an 18 break. and I kind of waited to see if it was going to take out. There's a little high there at 1835. That's right. I remember saying to the room, there's a high there at 1835. There's one there at 1832. I just wanted to wait because look, if I give up 10 or 20 cents, what does it really matter if it can start to fill this void somewhat? So anyway, I'm in at 1842. We'll have to see what happens. And just a second, I hear a sneeze is coming. Ooh, I hope I caught that in time. So anyway, we'll have to see what happens. If this moves, into the 1870s or something, I may take some off, and then it allows me to hold the rest. Now, this is one that we're still watching, MYGN. It's been a little bit frustrating for some. I'm still watching this one as a potential swing trade if it can take out. If it can take out here this 2287, which was the high yesterday, probably more likely it has to take out 23. Put an alert there also. And again, you have to see why. Look at the potential of the void fill. So yesterday I did try it. I got knocked out of it, and I know when I look at these things for potential swings, of course, I'm always sizing accordingly, share sizing accordingly. So I'm taking fewer shares with a wider stop just to see if because you take fewer shares, and if it starts to work, it doesn't really matter because we're talking perhaps multiple dollars that it could start to fill that void. So anyway, that is about it. Let's see. I think that's it. Yeah. So I hope everybody has a great weekend. And again, I open the room at about 8:45 Monday morning, 8:45 to 10 to 9. Get live on the mic at 9. Hope to see you in the room. It's a free room, so come on in and have a great weekend. Bye-bye.